people, but it was really 1,000 or it was 200. I see it all the time. I see it all the time. But when you look at this,
Mr. President, are you concerned about your internal polling as it relates to Joe Biden?
no, because we have great internal polling. They were fake polls that were released by somebody that is, it's ridiculous. No, we are winning in every single state that we've polled. We're winning in Texas very big. We're winning in Ohio very big. We're winning in Florida very big. They were fake polls that were either put out by the corrupt media, because much of the media in this country, unfortunately, is corrupt. I have to tell you that, Mr. President. And some of it is excellent, but some is very bad. Those are fake numbers. But you know when you're going to see that? You're going to see that on Election Day. On Election Day, you're going to see. It was the same thing. I had the same thing for...
Some of your advisors say
I had
that
the
is
same
true.
thing for a long period of time in 2016. I was getting these terrible poll numbers, and I didn't see it because I'd have tremendous crowds, and my opponent would have almost nobody. And I said, I think we're going to win the state of Michigan. We did. I think we're going to win the state of Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and we won them all. And now I have the same stuff. They're giving out phony polls. No, these are polls that we have that nobody saw. We do very little polling because I'm not a huge believer in polling. I think you go out there and you fight, and you don't really need polls. You need ideas more than polls. But we have some internal polling, very little, and it's unbelievably strong. The strongest I've ever been is exactly today.
Some of your
Mr.
advisors say
President.
there is concern. Is that inaccurate?
No, they're not advisors. It's fake news. You don't understand what I'm
Mr.
saying. Those
President.
advisors don't exist. They don't exist. It's made up by the newspapers. It's fake news.
Mr. President,
Go
the
ahead.
House and Senate.
Mr. President,
are the
why
U.S. troops
shouldn't
ready for
Americans
deployment?
know why shouldn't Americans know why a citizenship question was added to the 2020 census? Mr.
are the
President, why
U.S. troops
shouldn't
ready for
Americans
deployment?
know why shouldn't Americans know why a citizenship question was added to the 2020 census?
Are you talking about the census?
Yes, the census.
Well, I think that, and I'm not overly involved in that, that's really a legal matter, but I think when you have a census and you're not allowed to talk about whether or not somebody's a citizen or not, that doesn't sound so good to me. Can you imagine you send out a census and you're not allowed to say whether or not a person's an American citizen? In Poland, they'd say they're either Polish or they're not, right? So I don't want to get you into this battle, but
Why not release those documents,
it's
Mr.
ridiculous.
President?
I think
Why not let
it's
the American people see those documents?
I think it's
though?
totally ridiculous that we would have a census without asking. But the Supreme Court is going to be ruling on it soon. I think when a census goes out, you should find out whether or not, and you have the right to ask whether or not somebody is a citizen of the United States. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Mr. President,